Hey everyone, and welcome to our breakdown of the Power BI March 2026 update. It's happening right alongside the FabCon conference, so there's a ton of energy and some really big news to get through. Let's dive right in.
You know, this month's release really has a clear theme, and this quote from the Power BI team, it just nails it. It's all about making the entire process, from building a report to actually using it, feel better, look better, and work better.
So, here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll look at the smooth, smart upgrades. Then, we'll get into some game-changing report features. After that, it's all about the data models. Then the new visuals, and we'll wrap up with a quick heads-up on what's being retired.
All right, first up, let's talk about the updates that are just going to make your day-to-day work so much easier. These are the kinds of changes you'll notice right away, making the whole process of creating reports feel more intuitive and, honestly, just faster.
Okay, one of the biggest and most visible changes is the new modern visual defaults, which are in preview right now. This is a huge deal. Seriously, say goodbye to spending ages manually formatting every little thing. Your reports now get a clean, modern look using that Fluent 2 design language right out of the box. Everything just looks better. Next is a fantastic quality of life improvement. You know that AI narrative visual? Well, you no longer have to hit the refresh button every single time you change a filter. You just flick this little auto refresh toggle and boom, your summaries and insights update on the fly. It's a small thing, but it makes the experience so much smoother. Okay, moving into our second section, we're going to explore features that are really changing the game for how people actually use reports. This is all about making your data more than just something to look at. It's about making it actionable.
And this is massive. Translytical task flows are now generally available, and they basically turn your Power BI reports into full-blown applications. Just imagine, a manager is looking at a sales report, and right from the dashboard they can update a discount, approve a request, or send a message to teams. It bridges that gap between seeing an insight and doing something about it.
And this next one is such a simple, elegant solution to a problem we've all had. You know those crazy line charts where all the labels are squished together and you have no idea which label goes with which line? Well, these new leader lines connect them automatically. It just works. It makes even the busiest charts make sense at a glance. All right, time to pop the hood and get into the engine room of Power BI. These next couple of updates are really for the data modelers, the architects, anyone who's wrestling with those huge enterprise-level data sets. DirectLake is, without a doubt, a revolutionary storage mode. The best way to think about it is like having a direct superhighway from your report to your data in OneLake. It queries those open formats like Delta and Parquet files directly, which means you don't have to import or duplicate data. The result? Unbelievable performance, even on massive data sets, without all the headaches of data refreshes. So when you're using DirectLake, you do have a choice to make, and here's the breakdown. If you want to use the built-in security of OneLake and get the absolute best performance, you're going to go with DirectLake on OneLake. But if your security rules are already defined in your SQL endpoint or you need that fallback to direct query, then DirectLake on SQL is the way to go.
Okay, for all you DAX wizards out there, user-defined functions, or UDFs, are getting some seriously powerful upgrades. DAX, of course, is the formula language for Power BI. Now you can get info about your functions, dependency tracking is way smarter, and you've got new reference types and way more parameters to work with. It's all about making your code more powerful and reusable.
Let's shift gears from the engine to the dashboard itself. The Power BI ecosystem is always growing, and this month there's a really cool batch of new custom visuals hitting AppSource. These can really help you tell a more compelling story with your data. And here's a quick look at what's new. We've got a great Sankey chart for showing flow, an upgraded pie chart with better drill down, a really slick icon map slicer, a radial tree for visualizing hierarchies, and even a commenting tool that writes back to your database. So many new ways to visualize your data here. And finally, let's cover something that's really important to know. As Power BI keeps evolving, some of the older stuff has to be retired to make way for the new. It's super important to stay on top of these changes. So please, take note of these dates. As of this month, March 2026, the QuickBooks Online connector is officially retired. It's done. And then, starting next month, in April, the old classic file picker you might be used to in Power BI Desktop is going away for good. So as we wrap this up, it's pretty clear the platform is getting better across the board, making things smoother for everyday use while also adding these incredibly powerful high-end features.
It really leaves us with one big question for you to think about. Looking at everything we just covered, which one of these updates is going to have the biggest impact on how you get work done? Thanks for tuning in.